other skill position players too, their roles and what they're going to do. So everybody got to get on the same. Like, I look at it like this: our offense need to be clicking by the time we get to the Bengals in week 8. We're gonna have a little slow start, show some rust and stuff like that, but we by week 8, because I think we got that early bye week in week 5. So that gives us an extra week to be able to work on some things offensively. I think defensively, we're gonna come out the gate and we're gonna be straight. Because we've basically been playing some type of Fangio version of the defense for the last 3-4 years. So I'm not really worried about that. I think with the upgrade of players, not really worried there. The offense, though, I think like this. I want to know who that third receiver gonna be. Me personally, I heard you say I'll say Paris Campbell. I want it to be Anaya Smith, but what if it's John Ross?
It could be. I mean, they all fighting for it. I think they all gonna get valuable snaps, but nah, listen, I don't think it's gonna be that late, Stu. Jalen Hurts is a crazy workhorse, man. I think when we come out week 6, I think we're gonna be hit. I really do, bro. I really do.
Hey, as long as it's going,
the only thing that's gonna be the problem, Stu. This is the one thing Jalen is not gonna be comfortable with. Gus, the officer. Yeah, Nussmeier is gonna ask him and Kellen Moore to plant his feet, turn and look at the open blitzer and throw right in his face. And don't flinch up. I need you to throw it. I need you to throw it right at him. And the only reason I said I watched them ask Dak to do it. I watched them ask Herbert to do it, and they're gonna ask Jalen to do it. Look, we know that man off the edge is coming, but your help is coming right behind him. Just give it a second. I need you to throw right into the blitz because that's the open zone we need, and it's probably gonna be AJ. It's probably gonna be Smitty, and if you hit that, it's possibly to the crib. I'm gonna need you to hit that.
It could actually be that Texas route you always say you want to see with Saquon. I need to see that. I need to see that with Saquon this year too. Because the fact we ain't do it with Swift last year, I was kind of upset about that. Because I'm telling you, if that's the case, because you think about it, if that blitz is coming from that side, that says got that blitz coming from there. Well, what if you already got Barkley releasing over to that side and he just go out there, all of a sudden it's cut right back in the Texas route right there. Now you got Saquon going downhill, the ball in his hands, head of steam, and you already know that first guy gonna miss. So now how much space Saquon got after that to work with?
And if it's a blitz, it might not be too many more to work with.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that first guy gonna miss, and he might have 2 blockers in front of him.
Nah, he ain't gonna get to do that, Ready Red. Hell no, he won't be passing 50 times here.
Ready? See, I don't even respond to Ready Red. Ready Red. See, Ready Red do this because he want to try to nitpick at people and try to poke people and try to get them to react. This will make me laugh that I heard. This is the one thing I keep hearing. I keep hearing every Cowboys fans say, "Oh, Dak team ain't never. This team don't never help him out when he needed. The defense let him down, or this play on offense didn't show up. In this game." But then I keep hearing them say, "Oh, Jalen got carried to the Super Bowl." Well, if it's a team game, right? And you mentioned about one person's team got stepped up, but you complain that the other person's team is stepping up. Well, which one is it? Which one? Your only complaint about Jalen Hurts is that the front office that we had did their job to put a good enough to put a complete team around him so he can have success.
And they continue to do it. That's the problem. It's not that they see, like, if it was the Matthew Stafford Rams,
yeah,
then it would have been cool. Everybody been like, oh, they got one run, it's over with, they cashed out, now they gotta make oh no. It wasn't a one run hit. It was like how it was like, okay, that was a good run. Let me see what I could do to make some better runs. Because we need to get back to Shakira.
What's good?
He locked in, man. So I mean, that's the problem. They didn't like to see that it's continuing. It's ongoing. And now they're looking at it like, oh, the offense paid to 2026. They brought in young defensive players.
How ironic it was, y'all. And I don't think all of us put the clues. I don't think all of us put it together. Remember last year on the draft when we drafted Jalen Carter, and then we got Nolan Smith, and Micah had said on that live stream that they ain't gonna have enough money to pay AJ in a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all realize that exactly 1 year later on draft day, AJ Brown
Howie Petty, bro.
Oh, exactly. 1 year later.
He's like, oh, you said we wasn't going. Let me pay him real quick. Exactly. Hey, oh, Howie and him probably was laughing and all type of stuff.
I'm sorry, Cole, but I'm sorry. I don't need to sit over there with you. That's your spot.
No. Hey, another DN that's breaking out is the dude we forgot about. Remember I told y'all we forgot about a linebacker, a DN that we had got, Julian Okwure.
Julian Okwure.
Yeah, he actually, they said he actually been looking real well over there. They said he actually been kind of looking better than a few of the guys, man. You know, a few of the new guys. But I think they said he also played in like a Vic Fangio form defense, so he kind of know the scheme a little better than a lot of the younger guys. So he's probably why he's looking better.
All month long, Ready Red.
It is. So Smitty, go ahead. You're with the state of the Eagles offense. What's your thoughts on the whole offense as a whole?
I think it's gonna be well, man. I don't think we're gonna have the slow start. I think we're gonna have a well start. I think the problem is gonna be the things Jalen probably ain't comfortable with. That's gonna take a little minute. Mm-hmm. But the initiation of like the deep ball and things of that nature, Jalen gonna do that with his eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? I think Saquon's gonna make it a lot easier, so the offense is gonna be able to roll a lot smoother. You know what I'm saying? But I think the state of the Eagles is we doing a lot better than a lot of people. We in a great state. I mean, we people want to point out we lost Jason Kelce. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, he's one of those guys, man, that you just don't replace. You know what I'm saying? You don't get an opportunity to get a guy like that on your team every day. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kelce for putting the time in. But when that same guy that's put that time in go say, hey, look, he the one. Bring him here. Let him join with me. Let him run it with me. We're going to do our thing. I'm going to show him how to run this spot. And when I retire, I'm going to come back and continue to show him how to run this spot to make sure he's straight because I picked him. And then you say, eh. And then Stoutland say, yeah, that is the guy. I like exactly what he do. So when you tell me I got a right guard spot and they tell me Mekhi Becton might be my starter if Tyler Steen don't show up and he's 6'7", 350 pounds next to Lane Johnson, I don't know how you stop that if you put those two big men on that right side.
I also like how Stout said that Steen got a little bit of that Brandon Brooks in him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, hold on now.
It's gonna be a battle in camp,
bro. This is what I love though, cause see,
the thing about Steen. Hold on, Stu. The thing about Steen, when you just said that, you don't have to rush him on the field.
No.
Mekhi Becton is a 1-year rental. If you get him in, he play guard for 1 year, and you say that gives Steen chance to bulk up some more, learn the offense some more, get more comfortable, and then you got two vets. I'm not worried. If you don't play Mekhi Becton, you got a great backup behind Steen. I'm in a great spot.
Exactly. Yeah. See, my thing is this. If you got a guy like that, he young. You know what I'm saying? You got to think this Steen only a second year in the league. He only got limited snaps last year, only played in a couple games last year. But he got that game speed in him now. So he like, I know what it is. Now you saying you see the clips of him, it don't look like he gonna get, and don't look like nobody gonna just like run him over. Yeah, you got that one with Jalen Carter. They say Jalen Carter put him on his ass, but we know Jalen Carter gonna do that to quite a few people. So I mean, it's like you got all of that up front, and then you already had Cam Jurgens that was handpicked to take over for Kelce, who's nothing but just a bigger, stronger version of him. So the old line, I'm looking at that like, Not even a worry. That's my thing. My thing is that I think the most interesting thing that I see we're gonna happen this year is if it goes the way I hope it, the way I want it to go, the way I think it's gonna go, you're really gonna start to see Jalen Hurts use the entire field against the defense. The entire field is going to be open, short, intermediate, outside, and over the middle. It don't matter. And I think he's really going to start. I think he's going to start being what I call the surgeon. He's just going to start small cuts here. Oh, you going to leave that open down the field? Cool. One of y'all go down and take that. Like, it's going to be a problem. My main thing is, I just hope we don't get too like they say, we don't get too pass happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? We run with still keep a balanced offense. You know what I mean? And then again, you got Saquon Barkley back there. You're gonna have to hand him the ball sometime.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to hand him the ball. Especially when you got an offensive line like that, where they can just move people against their will. You got to hand that ball off.
Exactly. It's a call in. Hit the call in. You can get up here, man.
Yeah,
What's
man.
up? Yeah, hit the call in, man. I sent y'all the link. If y'all want to join this conversation, bam. It's not that hard. Join the conversation, man. Hey, Stu's a regular. In my book, he's a regular. If you want to join, yeah, you a regular.
I'm basically the class clown showed up. If that's what y'all was waiting for, here I go.
Punk came in. So if y'all want to join us, there's the link, man. Come join us. So let's go ahead. Defense side of the ball, Stu. Corners. What's your thoughts on the cornerback room?
Right. My thoughts on the cornerback room. Okay. I'm going to say it for Smitty and for DV. So they ain't got to say it. Bradbury got to go. Bradbury you ain't got to say it either, cool cat. You ain't got to say it. Y'all got to say it. Bradbury got to go. Here's why I say it. I say it because I expected Isaiah Rodgers to be one of those guys to be competing for his position on his roster. I didn't expect him to be this damn good. I know Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, they're going to have to see the field this year in some capacity. And who coming off the field? Slay? CJ Gardner-Johnson? I don't see that happening. And I could already go ahead and tell you, Avonte Maddox, he might mess around and be the third safety off the bench. Because
because Sidney Brown came back, he got something to say.
I don't think. Here's the thing about that. It's not that I don't think Sidney Brown can play the position as well as Maddox. It's just that I think I think the coaching staff fell too in love with Maddox in the slot when Maddox actually should have been out there at safety. But Maddox, because he could play the slot, one-on-one coverage as a slot corner, we kept him there. We should have actually just put him back out there. You know what I'm saying? Put him back out there as safety. And I think actually at safety, if you like, because to be honest with you, I would rather have screw it. By mid-season, by the trade deadline, Bradbury and Slay can both be gone. And that's not because I don't think Slay can do it anymore. It's just that you got Mitchell, Rodgers, and DeJean. All those guys is young. You still got Ringo, who's showing up this year. You still got Ricks. You still got Mekhi Gardner. You still got Josh Jobe, Tyler Hall, the new guy we just brought in. All of these guys competing at so many different spots in the secondary, and a lot of these guys are versatile pieces. Maddox, DeJean, CJ Gardner-Johnson, you could play them in 3 different spots. You can play each one of them at either safety spot or in a slot. So those three being there, those are your three most versatile pieces in your secondary. Plus, you got Rodgers, the inside-outside guy.
Maddox should not get playing time over Sidney Brown.
I'm Ready Red. You just saying that because you'd rather have Ringo on your team. You think somebody's stupid. Ain't nobody.
I think Bland gonna need a little help, man. He gonna be getting blended this year,
man. Yeah. Hey, look, I know one thing. I hope Trayvon come back and he healthy 100% and get back to playing this game. Even though he a Cowboy, Trayvon Diggs is a dog.
Right.
And him playing at his best, I like seeing him play at his best. So that way when we go up against, hey, if you get cooked, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear you come back on the engine. No, I want you 100% at your best.
Right. Go ahead, Smitty, with the cornerbacks.
I'm in a little bit of a disagreement with my good man Stu here. Obviously, I ain't got to say the first one. That's definitely true. That right there, I'm in agreement with. I think Isaiah Rodgers got something to say. I mean, I think Isaiah Rodgers is gonna be on that field, and then you're gonna have to. That's why I think Cooper DeJean probably gonna end up being the third safety. That's what I was really more putting forward. That he's gonna end up being the third safety because Quinyon Mitchell, if you've been paying attention to the reports, he's been playing all the slot, all the rover position. He's been the one moving around more than anybody. He's learning more positions than anybody. I think it's gonna be Isaiah Rodgers, Slade, and Quinyon as our three starting safeties, and I think Cooper DeJean gonna be everywhere. I think he's gonna be safety. He gonna come in and play a little bit of the dime rover / nickel. And I think we're gonna work him all over, man. I think he's gonna be a little bit of everywhere. That's why I think Avonte gonna end up being probably 4. I don't know what you do with Sidney Brown right now. I really don't. I think he deserved to be somewhere in that rotation. I think I've seen some things in this game last year where he really could help this defense with the explosiveness and the speed he got. And I think him and CJ like learning from each other, I think he could be in a great spot. But I think our starting cornerbacks, right, is my personal opinion is gonna be Quinyon Mitchell, Isaiah Rodgers, and Slay. My opinion.
Right. I agree. Secondary. We'll start with you, Smitty, and then we'll go to Stu.
Well, we kind of just talked about the safety room. I just think I think we in a better position than we was last year. I mean, we started off with Justin Evans and
no,
what's that one?
No, that's me, bro. Of course,
What's the one guy we sent to Tennessee? I seem to forget his name. I think he has something like
Edmonds. What's going on?
Long time no see, man. What's up, Stu?
What's going on with you, OG? How you doing?
Welcome to Broad Street, Reg.
I had to go put on my white beater, be like you, Smitty. I had to put on my white beater too. I couldn't let you show me up.
You gotta sit there. Gotta be comfortable when you're sitting down somewhere. You gotta be comfortable.
Hey, I'm just chilling, man.
Yep.
I'm here with the Grant. They got me on Pop watch, man.
Hey, you gotta love that though, because guess what? No matter what, Pop they're gonna love you either way.
Yeah, you got that right.
Exactly. So go ahead.
What's going on, Schmidt? What's going on?
Man, we chilling, man. We talking about the Eagles, man. You know what it is, huh?
Okay. That's always a good thing.
Yep. So
you wanna spin it back and let them get in here?
Let's go ahead and let's spin it back to the offense side of the ball. Reg, we got Jalen freaking Hurts.
What's the topic?
It's the state of the Eagles.
Y'all all over the place.
Yeah, you're good. It's the state of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going offense, then we're going to talk defense, special teams, and then coaching. So we're starting with, we're going to go to you with the offense, and then we're going to come back to the defense side of the ball.
Okay.
So what's your thoughts on the offense of the Philadelphia Eagles going into the 2024 season?
Okay.
What's your thoughts, Reg?
What you think the offense is going to do this year?
As far as the offense go, man, I think Kellen Moore is going to have a good plan for these guys. I think that he's going to use a lot of the double tight end. I think the kid Campbell. I think he's going to be the starting number 3 slot guy, as I look at it right now.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to a big season with these guys. Hopefully they can get off and start off good. I know it's a new season, a new coaching staff and all that, but I think that Jalen Hurts is putting in the work and the rest of the guys too. So I think it's going to be productive early, and that's what I'm looking for.
Damn right. So let's go ahead and amp to the defense side of the ball. You were saying about the second safety position, Smitty, or we can go to Reggie.
So I think the safety position is in a better state than last year. Like I said, we started last year with Reed Blankenship, Justin Evans, Terrell Edmonds, and Sidney Brown. We starting this year with Reed Blankenship, Avonte Maddox, Sidney Brown, Cooper DeJean, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I mean, I think we got a slew of guys back there that can play the position. I think we're in a better state than last year. I think we're going to be able to, we're going to be in a better position to see how talented we actually, are at the safety position and what we could put out there. I think you're going to see a rotation of guys be able to play on the field this year. And I like that. I like the opportunity to see, multiple sets. You're going to be able to run the 3 safety set and be efficient in that too. So I think with Vic Fangio, you need good secondary and you need a D line. You know what I'm saying? So I think right now, if you look at everything we went through from last year to this year, I think we're in a better state than we was last year. I can't say what the production is going to be yet. I do think we're in a better state.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. I agree.
It can't go nowhere but up, man. The only thing I'm kind of worried about, and not really worried to the point where we got the guys to do the job. It's just that the coaches going to put these guys in the right position in situations during the season. I got a lot of faith in Fangio, and I do have a lot of faith in Kellen Moore. It's just as the players going. My main thing is Jalen Hurts going to pick up this offense. I know some talk a couple of days ago, last week, about him when he said that it's 99% new offense, and he made some bad throws in practice. So everybody was trying to say, you know how to get.
They talk bad about my boy, right. Reggie. They talk bad about my boy.
Yeah, but Jalen's a workhorse, man. If anybody that I got confidence in, I know Jalen's going to work his way through this thing, man. I have no doubt in my mind about that. I can't wait till the season gets started. Actually, I don't even really know what the season gets started yet. I want to see the practices. That's what I really want to see. I want to see what these practices are going to look like. Because there's going to be some crazy stuff going on with all the talent that we got back there on the defensive side of the ball. The cuts, when it come down to the cuts, it's going to be hard cutting a lot of these guys, man. It's going to be really, really hard cutting these guys, man. We got a lot of talent back there, and I know a lot of teams are foaming at the mouth, waiting to see who we want to release so they can scoop them up.
Exactly. Still the second safety position.
Man, but look, I'm going to put it to you like this. Like you said, last year, Jesus Lord. If we would have had to come into this year with what we had last year,
Fangio wouldn't be our head coach. I mean, wouldn't be our defensive coordinator.
But I'm telling you, I think I would be in the ER right now. If that was, I ain't go front, bro. I'd be in the ER right now. And the only reason why I'd be there because I'd have been attempted to hang my damn self at least 3-4 times by now, just knowing what was coming up in the season with that type of secondary and safety position.
Right.
But considering the fact that we, first of all, bringing back CJ GJ, bro, that was where I said, okay, the safety room, at least they got a leader in that safety room. I mean, they got a leader in that safety room. Even though I really don't, I'm not as down on everybody in that secondary as everybody else is, because I'm sorry, I said it all this offseason, and it was only confirmed when Brian Dawkins said it. It was more the coaches, and then Brandon Grant said it was the coaches, man.
No,
the coaches had them coaches last year had everybody just out of position, looking slow and confused. So I was just like, yo,
and one thing, I don't mean to cut you off, Smitty. One thing that really kind of pissed me off about when they made the defensive coaching change in the mid-season, I would have just rolled it out with Deshaun. I mean, when they put Pat Patricia in there, and then that's when it really went sour because he was trying to implement a new whole scheme of defense. It's too late for that.
Well, he was already calling plays on third down all season last year. So he was already calling third down plays out of his system last year. So they were all trying to sit there and remember two different schemes every single game and try to run plays from two different schemes on every defensive drive. And that just had everybody confused and out of position.
That's why they tapped out on him. Yo, man, it's too much. It's too much. It was too much. Like, come on, really?
Like,
come on, man.
This was the dead giveaway to me. Anytime you hear a report during the season where it comes out that the defensive players go to the coach and say, we want to do our own scouting for this game.
Oh, and they stopped listening to him and everything. They wasn't even.
We want to do our own scouting for this game for the defense. And guess what? It was the only game we won on the back end. It was the game against the Giants. That one game against the Giants we won.
Right. I believe that.
Where they did their own defensive self-scouting. That was it. Other than that, everything else was, well, there we go with this bull again.
Hey, man. I think Cooper DeJean, they're going to move him around a lot. I think it'll probably be another year or so before he gets a permanent spot on the team because of the guys that we have on the back end. You got Rodgers. Rodgers can play multiple positions. You got CJ he can play multiple positions, right? So the only one that's really in the stalemate back there is Battleship, Blankenship. He's got to play that position. He hasn't been moved around to play other positions. But you got Cooper DeJean can play inside slot, outside. And I heard they talking about putting him at safety to see how that works out. I don't know. And then again, what's going on with Bradbury? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. You know what I mean? So if he comes back, that's going to take some of them snaps away from them young guys. And we need Quinyon Mitchell on the field this year. We need both of them on the field this year, but Mitchell for sure. I think he could be the other starting on the other starter on the outside.
I don't think Cooper DeJean gonna ever get a spot where he's permanently sitting.
Right.
If you listen to what Fangio said, I'm gonna teach him a spot, and then I'm gonna teach him multiple spots.
Right.
That man, as long as Vic Fangio is our DC, you're gonna see Cooper DeJean everywhere. You can he played slot, he played outside, he played safety, linebacker, he gonna be a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah.
Sleeper defensive rookie of the year pick. Dark horse, Jalix Hunt.
Right.
Yeah. Jalix Hunt.
Yeah.
Because you started your football career off as a safety. And you drop down, you put on the weight, you come down there, you be an edge rusher.
Yeah.
And you can cover it, and you pretty much the perfect prototypical dude for Fangio's scheme.
Yeah.
He basically see you as a Von Miller / Justin Simmons.
Yeah. I just needed to build his bag.
Yeah. You got to build that pass rush.
He only got 2 years of pass rushing, and you could tell he go to the same move, and then when it failed, he drop it. He go to like dropping and cover.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my hand in the bag real quick, fellas. On this one. This guy here, I know we got DeJean and Cooper on the draft pick, but my favorite guy for me is Keegan. He's an animal, man. This guy's they cannot not keep him off the field. Watch what I'm telling you. They're not gonna be able to keep him off the field, man. This guy, he got it. He got it, man. You know what I mean? If you looked up his statistics when he was from the time he was at Michigan, nobody touched the quarterback back there. Nobody touched him. You know what I mean? I think it was something like 2,000 snaps out of 2,200 snaps. He only gave up like six quarterback touches or some shit like that. It's ridiculous, man. This guy's gonna be on the field, man.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite.
PG with the $5 super chat, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate you, PG.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, go finish up, Reggie.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there as far. I know we got a lot of good talent guys that they did very well in the draft, that we all know, and I'm glad Howie stepped up and he made some more dramatic moves, as we know how Howie does. But I think getting this kid Keegan, looking down the road in the future, he's it. He's truly it. And the kid Jalen Hunt, he's another one. He's a dog. These two guys are dogs. Now, to say about Stoutland University, if they can get any production out of the kid Benton, am I saying his name right? We got from the Jets.
Oh, Becton.
If we can get anything out of him remotely, that's another problem. He's young. I mean, so it looks really good for these offensive guys going to Stoutland University, and not to say with the kid that we brought from over where he come from, Australia. They found him on the beach or something like that.
Oh yeah, yo, look, I don't know what it is about our international scout people. Where the hell they keep finding these big ass Australian Samoans?
Yeah.
Lakin Vakalahi.
Yeah, that's why I didn't try to say his name. You know what I mean?
Lakin Vakalahi.
Lakin Vakalahi?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do y'all think about Ainias Smith? What's y'all take on him?
Bro, I'm telling you, he remind me a slot receiver version of Steve Smith Sr.
Okay. If
he can stay healthy, like Smitty said earlier, come down in that weight just a little bit, come down about 10 pounds on him. Crisp up your route runner, because he put some weight on his route runner, got a little sloppy. He come down and get that route runner and get it more crisp. I'm telling you, he's one of those dudes. Catch the ball, he immediately foot in the ground, turn upfield. He trying to get more yards.
Yeah.
He's a natural in the slot.
Now,
put him in the slot or in that dime position, he gonna get open quick.
I was talking to another content creator the other day, and he was really high on Johnny Wilson, the kid out of Florida, the big tall kid. I think for him to get on the field this year, you got to use him down inside the red zone. Just throw it up there. I mean,
but hold on, Smitty, tell me if I'm right or wrong. You got his main problem is consistency.
Well, hopefully,
not in the red zone though. It's not the red zone where his consistency is the problem. His problem is when you put him in the middle of the field, he wide open and he just drop it. I think. Listen, you know who I think he can give us. If y'all watch like the 49ers, he could turn into like Jawan Jennings.
Right.
He can.
Yeah, you right.
But at the same time, if it go the other way, I get Dorial Green Beckham vibes.
Dorial Green Beckham?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like with me, if he can just work on that one thing, that catching over the middle of the field consistently, I got no argument with that dude being on the field getting some burn.
Yeah. He's too big. He's too big for us not to use him down in the red zone.
He's just
or Albert O. He's another receiver. We never got a
slightly slower version, but just a taller version of Julio.
Who you talking about?
Johnny Wilson. He's like a taller but slower version.
He's not slower. He's not slower.
He just don't look like he move as fast as he don't look like he moves.
He's lazy. He's just lazy, bro. If you look at him, at Florida State he was lazy. I don't think he's gonna be like that in the league, bro. If you really go back and look at it, he got tired of Florida State asking him to run sevens every play.
Yeah,
running these go balls.
You noticed that too, Smitty?
I'm a Florida State
fan. Tired
fan.
of running this little corner route. I'm tired of running this.
I'm a Florida State fan.
Yeah. Okay.
He got tired of them goal balls, bro. Every play, man, we just running. He just running 7. He like, dang, what y'all want me to do?
Right.
By the time you tune in and watch him, he running. He like, man, I'm tired of running 7, man. I done ran 25 7s in a row.
Yeah.
Can I run another route? And then when you run another route, they don't even throw me the ball. So it's like, I think you get somebody that can motivate him, Stu. You actually see he's a lot faster than what he showed at Florida State. Because the first 2 years at Florida State, he looked like a dog. But then when he realized, they're not gonna develop me. I'm just the go get the ball down the field guy. He stopped caring.
Right. Well, he in the right program here with us.
For sure.
He's definitely in the right program.
Because out there working with AJ, he's gonna have to get
Albert O is going to be utilized a lot this year with the double tight end position. I think he's owed that opportunity. We traded for him from Denver. He has a lot of athleticism with him too, and he's a big guy. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to show a lot of potential this upcoming season. I'm confident in him getting on the field too, along with Goddard. I mean,
hey, show enough, stop, bro.
What's going on with show enough?
Show enough. They talk about Zeke down there in the comment section.
Bro, Zeke ain't finna do nothing, bro.
That man ain't run all every time he said he used to. Now Zeke run right over to the Waffle House.
I don't even want to talk about the Cowboys. Man, them dudes down there is so it's pathetic.
Hey, Reggie, I'm glad you said that because the Cowboys are all in.
Opportunity.
Pardon me for a second.
Young people, whether it's the draft, coming in here without having, which we've done at times in the past when we obviously brought in a Cooks and we bring in a Gilmore. It makes it hard for some of these guys to come in and play and beat those guys out. Obviously, there's going to be some opportunity. And, we do have some guys who didn't play for us last year. An Overshown, a John Stevens, who was on his way to making this team before he tore his ACL. You have a Diggs who you didn't get to play. You didn't see play but a couple of games last year, so we're going to have him back. So there's a lot of different moving parts that we didn't have that were a part of this team in addition to the draft. And, of course, when we make these draft picks, they're going to
Holmes guy. Philly 500 got that guy going cuckoo for cocoa.
Oh man, I watched that shit happen, bro. I fucking fell out my damn.
Philly 500 got him.
Wait. Did Stu State fell out? Watch this.
Run Paulo here, because we've been throwing the ball a lot.
Oh shit! Dad! No! It's over! It's over! This game is over. Cut it off. It's over. Fuck. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to defend the C-Lamb! Trying to defend the C-Lamb! You trying to defend the C-Lamb!
Boy, I never heard somebody sound so utterly
I feel bad for that guy, man.
And angry at the same time. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue on with the state of the Eagles. Linebackers. Anyone wants to talk about that position?
Zach Brown. That's gonna be the man. I feel bad for Jacoby Dean. I think for me with him, it's a make it or break it season for him. He must show up in a big way. He's out of here. I think
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt he's gonna be out of here.
I think he'll be out of here, man.
I don't think so. This is why I don't think that.
Oh, Devin White.
What you say, Smitty? Hold on, Reggie. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Kobe Dean and Devin White will be the starters at linebacker. Zach Bond will be the same guy, Van Winkle, that he had last year. who he moves from edge to linebacker. So he might start looking like an edge. Right before the snap, he fall back with Nakobe Dean and Devin White and play coverage. He did it last year with a linebacker too. He went in, he found the guy he liked that was basically an edge, but should be playing the middle of the field linebacker. So he likes to use a 3 linebacker set at times. Okay. So you're going to see times where Zach Bond is in the game and he's probably the extra rusher. You know what I mean? Where we got our 4 down and then you see him pop down. Oh, he the extra rusher. Now we got 5 guys coming at you at one time. He going to be all over too.
Along with Huff?
Yeah, but
Huff.
Hey, if y'all see what Devin White asked,
I heard about
hey,
that.
let me go rush the passer. I'm one of the best in the game at doing it.
He is.
Listen, I got a feeling the blitz rate last year for both us and Fangio was low, right? It's going to up this year. We're going to be somewhere in the 30s.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be somewhere in the 30s, 33s, 32s.
That would definitely be nice, Smitty. That would definitely be nice to see that.
What's your
I believe Fangio is going to let the dogs loose. I believe he's going to let the dogs loose.
Yeah, another reason why I don't think they would get rid of Dean, though, is they're not really – he's a third-round pick in the 3rd year.
Right.
That's why.
I think he going to – did y'all – hey, look. I watched the podcast he was on, man. Maybe y'all have gained some love for what he got going on. I sent it to both of y'all, man. He was really talking about like how things went, you know what I mean? And he kind of explained some things of what he's doing right now to get better. And I kind of liked it, man. I kind of was hype about it, man. I'm hyped, man.
Right. So
let's send it to you, Stu.
Let's go ahead and talk about defensive tackle since we've talked about defensive end. Defensive tackle. What's your thoughts, Stroke?
Defensive tackle, I think, is a strong point for us. I think that that's where I think hopefully we'll see the most production on the defense. I think, me personally, I think the defense may have to step up a little bit more than the offense in the early parts for the transition. Because let's not forget, even though we have a new defensive coordinator, we've been running the Vic Fangio scheme for the last 3, maybe 4 years. So other than some tweaks here and tweaks there, we have we got the master that's running it now. So I think that the defensive line is really our strong point right now, and the transition to defense, I think it won't be as bad as what we're thinking it's going to be because they're familiar with the Fangio scheme. You just got the master coming in and just like implementing it how he wants to do it.
Right. Smitty?
You said linebacker?
No,
or
we
said
defensive tackle.
D-line?
Yeah.
D tackle? So we got Moro Jomo, Jalen Carter, Milton Williams. I think the best thing we need to do is get rid of Marlon T at this moment. He ain't really showed nothing. He really not contributing to the D tackle room. Mm-hmm. If it was me, right, and we needed a little bit of help, I like the opportunity to go get a guy like Calais Campbell, man. I think he really could splash in this D tackle room with the young guys we got. I think Jalen Carter dropping that weight. I didn't know he played the season close to 400 pounds last year. Mm-hmm. If I knew that, I probably would have been a little bit better knowing of why he ran out of gas after week 13 because he wasn't prepared for what he had going on. I think we're in a good spot though. Jalen Carter gonna have a good season. I think Milton Williams gonna have a breakout because Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, and Jordan Davis gonna probably be our main down 3 because that's how Fangio plays his defense. He gonna have the D tackles as the hands in the dirt. Then you gonna have the 2 stand-up guys. So you're gonna see a lot of that. I really think Milton Williams and them boys is gonna get some burn, man. I think it's gonna be a nice transition. I think like I said, I think bringing in a guy like Calais Campbell could really give us some veteran leadership in this group, and give us a guy that's really a dog and can go get it. I don't care how old he is. He led a team last year in sacks. he definitely come in and contribute.
Right. Still,
Yeah.
I think I was almost getting ready to agree with Smitty with getting rid of Marlon T. But I just
what has he done, Stu? Make you keep
I think it's not. I just think he's the use versus that. I get it. You want that little that experience. Somebody late in the season, keep the morale. But I think he needs more of a chance. I think he'll get more into the rotation and be able to be more effective. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you got to think when he first got here, you playing behind Hargrave and Fletch and everybody else. Now Hargrave go, but then you got Jordan Davis and Carter coming in. You still behind them now. Fletch is gone, so now you and Milton. Yeah, Milton was able to get in there. So now it's time for you, Marlon. Time to get in here now. I still think D tackle. I agree with you. Is a strong point, but like you said, I'm glad that Davis slimmed down. Hopefully he can maintain his stamina and be effective all season long because he really lost it after that. After that chase down Josh Allen in that Bills game, after that was it.
But
that
Stu,
was it for Jordan Davis.
If we didn't think he was playing at 330 and we knew he was playing close to 400, we would have had a different opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so, but as you can see, after that play, he was out of gas for the season, really. So him being able to slim down, you know what I'm saying, that should be able to help him maintain his effectiveness and keeping him in good shape. I think that's why they got rid of the strength and conditioning coach too, because he wasn't.
I think Jordan Davis said he got a nutritionist now too, and all of that.
Yeah, but the Eagles got rid of the strength and conditioning coach too.
Yeah, I heard about.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you should when you got a guy like that with that kind of talent fall off like that. But then,
what's your thoughts on the defensive tackle, Reggie? Let's hear from you.
Well, I pretty much agree with Smitty what he said about Davis being out of shape and not keeping up with himself later on down the line. Carter too. Carter fell off too because he came out the gate smoking. He was wrecking shit, and he just fell off.
For Carter, I think it was more he didn't have a second move. People just started being like, "Oh, you gonna bull rush me every play? I'm just gonna push you in the dirt."
Right.
Yeah. Another thing with Carter too is another thing I always say about those rookies first year.
A little bit.
That first year, you gotta think. Last year they came off a
national championship.
Playing that national championship. Then they went straight into the combine stuff and they're training for the combine and stuff like that. Then on top of that, what happened with Jalen Carter in the offseason? So you see he was off at his pro day. He was overweight, almost couldn't finish the workout. Mm-hmm. Transitioning from college to playing in the NFL, college don't play as many games for a season as the NFL did. So all those games that they had to play late in the season, that's not stuff that their body was used to.
Right.
They ain't get enough proper rest during the last offseason before they got drafted. They ain't getting nothing. They ain't gonna be able to get a chance to get none of that. This year, as you can see with Jordan Davis, he's taking it more serious. He went and slimmed down, got himself in better shape. Like you said, got a nutritionist. He eating better. You know what I'm saying? Changing his habits. Jalen Carter, same thing about it. Now they understand after last year, okay, this is what it's going to take at this level. Right. I understood what it took where I was at that level. It's going to take something more at this level, and they now know that. They understand that, and now I think that's where it takes off for these two.
Hey, Stu, the second issue that I think people don't want to say, right, is he was a man amongst boys, and he came in and was like, "Oh, I was doing this at the other level. I'm gonna do it here too." And then he realized, okay, yeah, I gotta up my game. And then you don't like when you coming out of college, you ain't finding trainers and guys to get you no bag coming out of college. You trying to enjoy the NFL. You trying to come in and play until you realize, okay, these guys here working. I gotta work too.
I appreciate you mentioning that, Hitman.
And one thing one thing I think really helped those guys is the veteran presence that we had in our locker room.
Absolutely.
The Fletcher Coxes, the Grahams, you know what I mean, the Reddicks, those guys like that really, help them young guys understand what it takes to be a pro. You know what I mean? Because they got, and the Kelsey, seeing them guys that we have in our on our team and our organization, those guys that we got are top-notch, talented pro players from top to bottom on offense and defensive side of the ball that we have. So they shouldn't. Well, we see in the results now, but not fail after being around these guys, the time they spent and seeing how they work, seeing how they carry their everyday life, see how they eat. You know what I mean? Those things matter. Like you said, Stu, coming from college into the National Football League is totally different. The game is much faster. I don't care how good you was in college, and we seen that over the years. Guys in college, they come out, they got all the numbers, they got all the statistics and yardage. They get here, what happened to him, so and so? Because the game is dramatically different. So some guys adapt quicker than others, as we all know that too. But for these guys that we got here in our organization and the organizations that we got, I know we got the top notch organization in the NFL. Period. I believe that.
You know something too? Low key, if we really look at the last 2 to 3 years, Howie has literally rebuilt the defense from every level. I mean, you look at D-line. I mean, I still think we need some help at the edge at some point in time. But if you look at the D-line, linebackers, and the corners, Howie's literally rebuilt this defense.
Yeah.
And I like the Calais Campbell. I like it. I would much rather get a pass rusher and let these young guys, let the depth that we have, get the experience like Kansas City did. That year they beat us in the Super Bowl.
Let them play.
It was a bunch of young guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They threw him out. They threw him out there. Let him
if you look at Fangio rotation, he's never had a D tackle or any D tackle room where any one D tackle played more than 34% of the snap.
That's why I say get that depth and rotation. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. That depth is going to be.
I think we got the rotation with Jomo. You got the kid you talked about earlier,
Williams.
Then there's the kid, the undrafted free agent that brought in Gabe
Hall.
Gabe Davis. It is
Gabe Hall.
You know, so I think we have a lot of depth there. Let those kids come in. I'm more so concerned with the edge, because who's our edge? Like we got. Nolan that we drafted last year. I think we're gonna get a look at him. You got Sweat, and you got the kid we got from the Jets, and also Bond, I believe it is, right?
Yeah, but you also still got BG, and you got the kid that we drafted the 3rd round, Jalen Hunt too.
Right. I'm not expecting anything from Jalen at all. I don't think he's going to bring anything to the table at all.
He's been showing up.
I think he's a project.
He's been showing up.
He's
been moving up. He started out at OTAs on the 3rd string. He finished playing nothing but 2nd and 1st team snap.
We're gonna find out.
Let me see it in preseason. But right now, I see him I don't see him making that. And I could be wrong. I don't see him making an impact right now. Looking at his tape from college. I don't think he's ready yet.
Yeah. Hey, Drew.
He's a hybrid. He's like one of those edge rushers that you can drop in coverage. He started out as a safety in college.
He'll be if he get any burn this year, well, he'll primarily be him and Zach Bond will be that 5th rusher. When we go into that 5-man set where you got the 2 edges on one side, I think both of those guys will get the burn. I think they'll be the 2 that you sub in. You put Jalen Hunt or you put Zach Bond on that extra edge, where you don't have to worry about them doing nothing but getting a one-on-one and overpowering their opponent. I think that's when you will see Jalen Hunt get more burn. And then if you need him to, if you say, okay, well, he want to have the responsibility, you can easily have him as looking like the 5th rusher and drop him into the flat. I don't think Josh Sweat or any of those guys really. I don't think Josh Sweat is good at coverage at all. I've seen him dropping coverage. It looks pretty bad. I think Josh Sweat is gonna be deeper in the rotation than y'all think. I think he's gonna be.
I don't know, man. He got that pick six on Dak pretty easy in the flat.
He wasn't necessarily in the flat though. He was getting blocked, and he just put his hand up and took
came
it.
off the tight end came off the block. He was just right out the. We get that.
You mean
right? That was Dak being Dak McNabb right there. That was
there.
Dak
You go.
McNabb.
Let me ask y'all this here. I know this is a wild thing, but I'm gonna say it. What do y'all think about Kenny Pickett? I think he's trade bait. But give me some of y'all guys' scenario on Kenny Pickett.
Bro, y'all ain't been looking, y'all ain't been paying attention to Las Vegas. Who they quarterback? That's prime real estate.
I don't think he's trade bait.
That's prime real estate, man.
We got when you're dealing with Ski Mask Howie, anything can happen, right?
That's prime real estate.
I do, but we don't we don't really have a legitimate backup. You know what I mean? So I see him as a legitimate backup. I don't see.
Yeah, me too.
Other than that.
I like Tanner McKee over Kenny Pickett.
There you go. That's my.
I like him. Yep.
I like him over Pickett. Me too.
I like Tanner McKee from Stanford, man. I like him, bro. Like
he's nice. He's
y'all
nice.
really gotta look at that tape, man. I don't know if y'all really. I like what I see on Tanner.
Was balling out preseason.
Yes, he was. And he's gonna do it again this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me.
They're gonna keep three quarterbacks. They're gonna keep three.
Yeah.
For my lens to see him take Kenny Pickett.
With that new rule, you more than likely would be a disservice to yourself not to have three.
Right.
With the new rule,
they're gonna keep three quarterbacks.
You know, you can have three active quarterbacks.
Oh yeah,
but
right.
Only use two
spots.
spots.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Kenny Pickett won't be here long.
Right. I want to.
Nah, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
What up?
What up now?
What up, everybody? But yeah, Drew, I didn't hear from you when it came to the state of the offense before we go to coaching. So, what's your thoughts on the state of the offense?
That's a good question. I'm confident that the offense, I think, is going to be okay. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some early struggles. I think that I hope that Kellen relies on the run game early and play action early before he tries to light it up.
Open.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm confident. I think early it wouldn't surprise me to see some early struggles. And when I say struggles, I don't mean we losing games, but like some timing issues, things like that. I'm confident. I'm thinking hopefully, halfway through, Jalen and really gets a grasp of the offense and really gets it clicking. Because I think we're going to see more running than what we think. A lot of people forget, especially these Cal Turds fans, that when Kellen had Zeke and Donovan and Dak McNabb, Zeke had some really strong years. He was rushing the ball pretty well. And so now you have Saquon. And I think that we're going to be just fine. I'm really not too much worried about the offense right now.
Right. So let's go ahead. Yeah,
that's why I said that Philly 416. Look at Las Vegas right now. They ain't got no quarterback. That's prime real estate for Kenny Pickett. Y'all think I'm joking, man? Look, Howie's trying to pull a Bradford 2.0 right now, and the opportunity is right in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if anything, I agree with
this. What made me agree with the trade bait, right?
Let me hear Smitty. Go ahead, Smitty.
The reason I agree with the trade bait scenario is because they put out somebody exposed that his manager was the one putting out that he was outplaying Jalen Hurts at the beginning. Why would your manager go out there and say you outplaying somebody if you're not looking for a new job?
Right.
Because for him to overstate it, and then for me to talk to somebody that was actually at the camp and he like, Jalen Hurts played well. Like Jalen Hurts made a couple of bonehead plays, but he played well. Like Kenny Pickett did not outplay him.
That particular practice you talking about, that's when Jalen went 7 for 7, and he was featuring Campbell a lot. Campbell caught a majority of his passes, and that's when Pickett's people decide to say he outplayed Jalen.
Unless Drew, the only thing I can think of, unless this is one of those Gardner Minshew moments where if he get a start, he can go into the Nick Sirianni office and ask for the starting job. It might be one of those now.
Yeah, well, you should
We
have the Gardner Minshew.
We saw that. We saw how that
Gardner
worked out,
Minshew's
right?
at, don't you?
I have a theory. Actually, I
What's
have
your
an
theory,
evil
bro?
genius idea that it's just spinning in my head that I think how we might do something like this. How long do y'all think Daniel Jones is going to be healthy this season?
There you go. That right there, Stu.
Would he or would he not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the right thing, for the right price. You
But
Are we
you can't
talking draft
pull the
picks or are we
wool over
talking
Howard's
players?
eyes.
yes,
We
talking draft
picks
capital.
or we talking players?
We talking draft capital.
I got a question for y'all.
Go
Why
ahead.
is the NFL steady saying that this punishment is coming down, but they can't come to a conclusion?
Because they don't
They
know.
ain't got nothing on us.
Because it's
Nothing
BS.
happened, Smitty.
It's BS.
Well, and they keep saying like, oh, Atlanta's gonna be more harsh than the Eagles, and I'm like, okay, well, if it's like that, then let me see the punishment.
Right. And my camera keep moving.
And I haven't even seen the punishment. I'm looking on X right now.
They said it was coming out this week, and it's another week.
They said it's gonna be harsher than Atlanta's, right? Did they say that?
Yeah, no, they said Atlanta's gonna be harsher than us.
Oh, Atlanta's gonna be harsher than us. Yeah, I know some talk like that.
Yeah, because
Whatever way it goes, man.
Yeah, because Kirk Cousins
we
just
gonna weather the storm whatever the way it goes. Because we got Howie. Howie knows how to manipulate the
I just don't want it to end up being some bull like a first round pick for some crazy.
No, they can't go that high, man.
I don't think
Nah,
it'll
the
be a
standards
first.
already
Yes,
been
they
set.
did. They hit
Standards
the
already
Dolphins
been
for
set.
two. They hit the Dolphins for a first and a third.
For
Who?
what? What they do?
The Tom Brady.
Yeah, but
But that was Tom though, man.
Hey, man, they
I don't
might
think
make an
they went
example.
with the first.
I'm hoping not, but I'm just saying. I'd rather know what it is than not. I don't want to sit in the blind and then you come hit me with a first.
Yeah,
even if it's a first, I'm hoping it's like the 32nd pick in the draft because we won the Super Bowl. Keep that. Keep that.
But then you can have it. It's a second round pick anyways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can have that. If it's the 32nd pick because we won the Super Bowl, go on and keep that. You can have it.
Right. Yep. So let's go ahead and let's address the coaching staff. Kellen Moore, Nick Sirianni, and Vic Fangio. We'll start with Drew. What's the state of the coaches?
I like the state of the coaches. I tell you, I really don't like this false narrative that these Cowboys are putting out here about Kellen Moore because he had that offense flying high and he had Dak McNabb out here really playing well. And that offense was tops in the NFL when he was there with Dak McNabb. So we have the best quarterback in the division. So I like what Kellen Moore brings to the table. I like, the versatility that he's going to bring to the offense. So I'm really excited to see how he's going to cook. I think I don't think Nick is going to have much of a say, but I think Nick will have some kind of input.
What is his role?
Hopefully not much. And when it comes to Fangio, like I said earlier, now we have the Jedi Master running his own.
Whoever got an echo, mute your mic.
Say it again.
No, I'm hearing an echo.
Came in, whoever that is at the bottom.
Who just came in over here on the side?
Eagles Nation Cast. I had to mute his mic, but go ahead, Drew.
Okay. Yeah, I think Fangio, like I said, we've been running his defense for the last few years. Now we actually have the Jedi Master in there. I think I'm really excited to see with the defense. I think the defense is going to be a lot better, especially under a fiery guy, a veteran guy like Vic Fangio. So I'm confident. And I think the Eagles, Howie set the Eagles up to really be a dominant team for the next 2 to 3 years in the NFC East. And it's continued. The Eagles are the gold standard in the NFC East.
Yeah,
Yep.
they are the gold standard.
Go ahead, Reggie. You're next. Coaches.
I just want to know about my thing is what is Nick's role? I mean, what is his role right now? I mean,
CEO.
The what?
CEO.
That's right.
Okay.
CEO.
Yeah, because to me, now I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna ask this here question from amongst us and all those out there that's listening. Do you think, and I believe this is true for me, that Kellen Moore is the future head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles?
No.
Because listen to hear my reason why. I believe that's the fact. If Kellen Moore comes in, he's a play caller, right? He got 90% of the play calling, as we know, right? Believe that?
Yep.
Okay. So if he succeeds with the play calling and we get to the Super Bowl, which I know we are, what then do you do with Nick Sirianni? You gonna let Kellen Moore walk back out the door? So now Jalen Hurts gonna have to learn a whole new offense again from somebody else? You willing to put him back through that? So it's a lot to me to look at, and you know, from that point of view for me. Why you gonna put Jalen Hurts back to learn a whole new offense again? If he was successful with Kellen Moore's system, or you gonna demote Nick, put him up in the booth somewhere, and move Kellen in the slot and just keep Nick on in the organization? Do you think he'll accept that? No, I don't think so.
Listen, this is my honest opinion. I don't think the Eagles want a guy to get that much power ever again. They don't want to give up that much to one guy where you the head coach, the OC. If they wanted that, they would have went out and got somebody that could do that and got rid of Nick Sirianni in the first place. They want a CEO. They gave Doug the same opportunity to be a CEO and let them help him with the staff. And he said, no, I want to get my own guys and I still want to run it my way. They said, well, guess what? There's the door.
There's the door, buddy.
So guess what? They want a guy that's willing to stand in, take responsibility for everybody, and not be responsible. Oh, I'm just the offensive guy. My offense performed. That was what I was responsible for. No, I want you to be responsible for the offense and the defense, and we're gonna hold you accountable for everything. Because over the past 2 years, if you listen to what he's talking about, yeah, he said a lot of blah 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 blah. But if you really key in on his key words, he says, I'm no longer just sitting with the offense. I'm no longer just in the offensive meetings. I'm everywhere now.
I heard him say that.
Guess what? Howie and Jeffrey said, moving forward, we're not just holding you accountable for what happens on the side of the ball that you control. We're now going to hold you accountable for everything. So they want a guy that they can hold accountable for everything. They don't want to just bring a guy in, or you're the head coach and you're the offensive coordinator, so you don't have any parts of the defense. No, I want you everywhere.
That's what they should have been doing anyway, though, Smitty. A head coach runs the team. I mean, he's one sided. He's all we know the theory of he's an offensive minded coach, he's a defensive minded coach.
Do you next?
Theory, but in retrospect, he's the commander in chief of the whole team. So I don't see why that's all of a sudden got to be something that's spoke on. That's the way it goes. A head coach.
But who's to say that Kellen Moore is going to get the opportunity to coach even if they win the Super Bowl? I'm sure he may get.
He's not going to be here long. If we win the Super Bowl, Kellen Moore's out the door. Then now
I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I can see it, but we don't know if that's the case or not.
Somebody going to offer him, and he wants to be a head coach. He wants to be a head coach.
Go ahead, Stu. Let's hear from Stu.
Here's what's so funny is I know Reg and Drew and I all remember Nick Sirianni's role that he has right now. Ain't that what head coaches did when we was kids, when we was growing up? Wasn't that the role of the head coach when we was growing up?
Didn't they frown on Andy Reid for trying to take over play calling?
But see, that was the thing about it. Nobody realized Andy Reid never called plays before he came here neither.
Right.
So, like, this whole, we want a guy who's an offensive play caller so he can be responsible for one side of the ball. No. What's Nick's role? His job, it's in the job title. He's the head coach.
Head coach. Exactly.
That's his job. Once somebody, I can't remember what reporter asked that, like, what exactly is your role? He was like, the role is in the title.
Exactly.
Like, so when people ask, well, what exactly does Nick do? Hell, here's a question. What the hell do you do?
So that's just like saying this here. What is Jalen Hurts' role? Is he a quarterback or a running back?
Jalen freaking Hurts. Still, let me say, still, because apparently all these haters, doubters, and critics are going to ask the same thing that Reggie said. So allow your boy to say it to everybody and their mama. Jalen freaking Hurts is a quarterback.
Thank you.
Exactly.
And the best quarterback in the division.
I was just going to describe him as the field general.
Exactly.
The field general, however you want to describe it, it got to get done.
He's a QB.
He's the best quarterback in the division. For those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about, watch this.
Jalen Hurts. Let's see if he can get something going. There's Hurts. He's back. Fire. Touchdown. They really came out on fire. Hurts. He is in such control. Hurts. What a play by Jalen Hurts. Beautiful throw by Hurts. 3 rushing touchdowns. Give me a little more of that. Boy, that hurts. Boy, did he make magic happen. Jalen Hurts, number 1. That really, really hurts.
That's nice.
Yo, when he sticked his leg in the ground in that Saints game, he had Granderson kicking dirt up like that, sliding.
Nasty work. Nasty work.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Hey, look.
Nasty work.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yeah. So let's go ahead and state of the Eagles before we react to Smitty's top 5 check down list. So let's start with Smitty. The final thoughts on the state of the East before we react to your top 5.
I know, a couple of the gentlemen up here think we're gonna have a slow start, but I think I got a workaholic at quarterback. I don't see a slow start being our issue. I think the state of the Eagles is prosperous. I think we're moving forward. I think everything is gonna be on the up, on the rise. I think you're gonna see some dynamic offense, some dynamic defense. Last year we should have been better, but we understand this year that we are gonna be better, right? We understand that nothing is promised, nothing is given. To what is it said? Too much is given.
Go ahead.
Much is required.
Much is required.
All right. So I think this year we're gonna give what's required. I honestly I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I would hope that Jalen Hurts and the guys get together and build some type of chemistry during this summer. You know what I'm saying? While they got time, the playbook has been given to you. At this point, I just understand the concepts. Let's make it happen. No excuses, bro. No excuses. The state of the Eagles should be no excuses.
Right. Let's hear from Eagles Nation Cash. Go ahead, give your state of the Eagles, bro.
Man, shoot. Man, this year's gonna be interesting, man. What y'all think about our schedule? Y'all think we got a light schedule this year or what?
Go ahead, talk about that, y'all.
What is the schedule?
I like our schedule this year. I think that it's very favorable, especially towards the end of the year. I think the last 6 games of the year, 5 of those 6 are at home. If I'm not mistaken, is it 4? They're at home. I like that.
It's away because it's away, and then we play 2 home games, away 2 home games.
Got you. And I think that's the importance of the Eagles getting off to a good start. Like the Green Bay game is kind of, I don't want to say it's a throwaway game for me, but it's kind of crazy with it being in Brazil, first game, but I think that it's important for the Eagles by the bye to either be undefeated or have like 1 loss to get off to a fast start. I think that it's important so that down the stretch, because I think between Detroit's schedule was super easy. I think that's the team to look out for. But I think our schedule is very favorable. I like it compared to the Cowturds. Their schedule was brutal. I really like our schedule a lot.
Yeah. Anybody else want to talk about the schedule?
Oh, you got it up. Okay. I
got you, Reggie.
Okay, good look. I looked at it, but I didn't look at it in its entirety. So Who we got? We know we got the overseas.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Reggie. Week 1 is Green Bay.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead. You can run it off.
Yeah. Week 1, Brazil, Green Bay. Week 2, Monday Night Football at the Link versus the Falcons. Week 3, the Saints.
When?
Week 4, Buccaneers.
When?
I love still. Week 5 is a bye week. Week 6. Week 6 is the Cleveland Browns.
When?
That's a tough one right there.
When?
That's gonna be a tough one though.
When?
Yep. Week 7 is the New York Stinking Giants.
When?
Week 8 is Cincinnati Bengals.
Lost.
Ooh.
Okay. Week 9 is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
When?
Week 10 is these people.
Well, we took another L. Hey, shout out to the Eagles, man. We beat ourselves, man. We beat ourselves. You see, it was some stuff that I saw that I really hated, man. The sense of urgency when we was behind was bad. I look at it like when you shortcoming of a goal, right? You fight for something all year, and then you get to the end of it, and you drop it, you lose it, right? And I can't help but to think to it all and say, we just was not prepared. The prepared mind. What the hell, son of a bitch? You fat motherfucker! Wow. You see, you saw them run the hell off the field, didn't you? The fucking ref was in the way! Look at this!
Yeah.
Boy, I swear.
That's a win. That's a win.
History makes me feel so good.
That's a win.
Yep.
This year.
Yep. Week 10, Thursday Night Football, the Commanders.
That's a win.
Rams, Sunday Night Football, Week 12.
I'm going to that game.
Win.
Okay. 13, the Baltimore Ravens.
Loss.
Week 14, Panthers.
Win.
Week 15, Steelers.
Win.
Why is they gonna beat us? Explain to me why the Ravens gonna beat us. Nah. Take the schedule down for 2 seconds. He gotta see my face. Nah.
All right. Okay.
Man.
I think we got some smoking
he gotta explain to me. A team with a new DC, new D-line coach, new DB coach, a whole bunch of new players, lost half their defense. Lost they guys. How are they gonna beat me? And I believe I got a better roster than them. The only person that they got that people want to say is better is Lamar Jackson, and I think I got a better quarterback than they got.
Well, I'm saying that we would lose to them because of the fact that we in the same boat as them with defenses coordinators. We know what Fangio has in paper.
But we've been playing the Fangio scheme for 3 years.
Yeah, but we haven't had nobody make it work.
So but I would feel more comfortable with somebody coming in and bringing in the same scheme I've been running and putting it up there instead of somebody coming in with a new scheme, teaching the guys that's been here something new. They starting a guy at linebacker that's never played a snap in the NFL this year. They starting guys all over the field. I mean, I understand they do got one dynamic guy in the secondary, but Marlon Humphreys ain't played a lot of snaps in the last few years. Okay. He coming back off of injuries.
Well,
they lost OBJ. They got a rookie coming in.
OBJ wasn't a threat, man. He wasn't a threat.
But it helped their offense.
Who that safety?
I think that's a winnable
he
game.
did nothing with them down there. How many
I
games?
think it's a winnable game.
A young safety they
But
got.
it is in Baltimore.
Don't get me wrong,
Like,
Smitty. I'm an Eagles fan to I die. But
I'd rather lose. I would have rather took the Rams. I think the Rams got a better chance of this than the Ravens.
Man, come on, Smitty.
Man, I take the Rams over the Ravens. I got the Ravens, man. I got the Ravens taking that deal.
Yeah. So
where are we playing the Ravens at anyway?
In Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Down the road.
That's the only reason why I give them the slight edge.
That's my reason.
Yeah.
That's my reason.
Okay,
I think it's a close game, and I can see them winning by
let
me
run this back to you, Smitty. By this time right here, what's that, week 13?
Hold on, let me pull it back up. Hold on, let me pull it back up.
Yes, week 13.
By this time right here, we will all know what this defense and Fangio scheme is doing. Trust me. I believe in Fangio. I believe more in the players that we got on that side of the ball than his scheme, to me. We got the players. Only thing they got to do is be put on in the right position, like chess pieces. That's it. Make the right moves with these guys. You know what I mean? And make the right substitutions at the right time. We have everything we need as a football team. Whole kit and caboodle. Period. It's just the guys got to put them in the right position. Dylan Moore got to make the right calls at the right time. We got athletes. So it's going to be situations where Jalen's out of the pocket. Smitty know how to get open. AJ know how to get open. I don't know Dallas Goedert. He will fight for the ball. So we got guys that's hungry enough and got the mental state to fight for, because we've been in the battle before. So I don't have no doubt about our guys. It's the coaching that I'm kind of like waiting to see what happens, man. That's where I'm at.
So hold on, Smitty. Let's continue on with this, and then I'll let you respond. Week 14 is the Panthers.
That's a win.
Week 15 is the Steelers.
Win.
Week 16 is the Commanders.
Win.
Street Rats coming down to Philly in week 17.
We're going to sweep them this year.
And we got the New York Giants coming down to Link week 18.
With Pickett at quarterback? That's a win, man.
All right, so let's get everybody's record, and then I'll let Smitty respond, and then we'll go to his top 5. So, Reggie, what's your record?
What I had it, what? I go 15-3.
Okay, Drew.
Whoa,
hold on,
15-2.
15-2. That's what you need.
I'm gonna say 11 or 12 wins is where I got the Eagles, just to be fair and objective.
Yeah, still.
I got 13-4.
Smitty, you decided yet, or you don't know?
I got 13-4.
I got 13-4 as well. So, do you want to respond to Reggie before you go to your top 5?
No.
Reggie got it. No. He said, no, I'm not even going to do this.
He said,
I'm not even going to do this.
All right.
Leave Reggie alone. Leave Uncle alone, man.
Reggie got it, man.
All right. As we all know, to wrap up the show, there's the check down did their top 5 list this past Saturday, a part of their 32 ranked teams. So, as you know, the top 5 was the Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, 49ers, and Lions. So, ladies and gentlemen, your top 5. It's the Eagles, it's the Ravens, it's the Lions, it's the Chiefs, and it's the 49ers. So, break it down, Smitty.
I ain't gotta break it down. That's them, man. Let them talk, man.
Yeah, let's hear from you guys.
I think the list is you going from 5 to 1. I think it's a good list. I think all those teams right there are compliment teams.
He had it's 32 down to the number 1. It's just showing the top 5 right now.
Okay.
I got an issue with one of those teams.
Go ahead, Drew.
I would take the 49ers out of there.
Oh.
And I would put the Rams.
Whoa.
The Super Bowl hangover is real.
Okay.
I think the 49ers, I'm not saying they're going to fall out of contention where they're not going to be.
All right, Drew, I got a question for you, Drew. I got a question for you because I know somebody's going to ask. If you can choose the team of the Rams and the 49ers, who would you choose?
I'm going to go with the Rams. I like what the Rams did this offseason. I think they're going to be a problem. I think the 49ers take a step back this year. And I like the Rams to win that division. The Super Bowl hangover is real, man. It's a real thing.
Right. Stu, I know you watched, so go ahead and react to it. And then we'll hear from Stu.
The teams I agree with. The order On a couple of them, I disagree. I would put Chiefs 1, Ravens 2, Niners 3, Lions 4, Eagles 5.
All right, Smitty, your turn to respond.
All right. I heard that, right? Listen. You could say you would put the Ravens at 2, but if you look at across the board, offensive and defensively, you want to say Lamar Jackson better than Brock Purdy, cool. Zay Flowers, and Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel, whichever one you want to say, they null and void. And then what? Then you still got George Kittle, who's better than Mark Andrews. Let's keep it real. Offensive line wise, I'm taking the 49ers over the Ravens offensive line. I'm taking the Niners over the Rams offensive line. They rebuilding the line if you really look at what they're doing. And then they just lost the best defensive player ever to exist. This man, that's not gonna be easy to replace. Like, people think we gonna have a struggle replacing Jason Kelce. Replacing AD is not gonna be easy. It's not. And bringing in 2 rookies ain't gonna be the start of replacing that pain.
No.
And us as Eagle fans should know.
Yeah.
We replaced people and it didn't go well for a long time at receiver. We had that problem replacing just some regular wide receivers in Deshaun Jackson. And you telling me the greatest player in their history and arguably the greatest player on the defensive side of the line in the last 25 years, let's say. And you telling me we're going to bring in Brandon Fisk from Florida State and Jared Verse. We're going to go get Cam Curl and some 6th and 7th round D tackles, and that's going to replace what Aaron Donald does for a defense. Like, I don't see them being at 1. I can't. I like Puka Nacua. I like Cooper Kupp. I like that. But Darius Robinson
I wouldn't put the Rams 1. I would never put the Rams.
I would put them at what, 5?
The Rams 1. Yeah, I would have put the Rams at 5. I would take the 49ers out and put them at 5.
I don't even remember where we got the Rams at. Cool Cat. You can see it better than I can't even remember.
Yeah, I gotta go to the other one, but you got the Rams. I got it.
7, 8.
I agree with everything you said. Right? But if you look at what's going on, like, off season means a lot. Like, I get that Donald is gone, but you look at what the 49ers has a lot of.
That's why I got the Rams in. That's why I got the Rams.
They got a lot of static in that. Yeah. See, I would switch that.
I would put the Rams at, Smitty.
I got them at 7.
I would put the Rams 5 and the 49ers at 7.
Woo, yeah. All right.
I mean, a lot of commotion going over there in the 49ers, just like Dallas. People want new contracts. You know what I mean? It's a lot of question marks over there. Greenlaw, when is Greenlaw coming back? He's not going to be ready for the season.
Nah, he won't. No, I don't think
I'm just saying. My biggest thing is that Super Bowl hangover is real, man. It's a real thing.
Those who don't know, I can go down the list for you guys. At 32 is Panthers, Broncos at 31, Patriots at 30, Giants at 29, Commanders at 28. The next row, it's Titans at 27, Cardinals at 26, Vikings at 25, Raiders at 24, Chargers at 23. The next one, Saints at 22, Bears at 21, Seahawks at 20, Jags at 19, 18 Colts, 17 Falcons, 16 is Steelers, 15 Bucks, 14 Dolphins, Jets at 13, Browns at 12.
Packers at 11?
Yeah, Packers at 11.
That's crazy.
And of course, the two lists that you just saw.
Packers got a good young team down there, man.
Well, let me show you what the Packers are.
Yeah, number 11.
Yeah,
Browns got a
Packers
team
11.
too,
That's
man.
crazy.
They got to keep a quarterback healthy. If they can keep a quarterback
that's
healthy, and
crazy.
get consistent.
Who's that, Stu?
Browns gonna be a problem if they quarterback can get consistent.
I don't have no. I lost confidence in Watkins, man.
Man, my problem with the Browns, as a collective, was they road to home splits. If y'all see the road to home splits on defense, it's ridiculous. I could pull it up in like 2 seconds.
Oh no, I believe you. I see.
What
I
is
live
that?
in the area. That's local for me.
Stu, Smith, what is it?
Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go to my phone right now.
Yep. And as we all know, while Smitty does that, the top 10 is Bengals at 10, Bills at 9, Cowboys at 8, 7 Rams, 6 Texans, 5 the Eagles, 4 the Ravens, 3 the Lions, 2 the Chiefs, and 1 the 49ers.
All right, so the splits for the Browns, home they were 7-1, away they were 2-4. Opponents' points per game at home it was 13.1. Away it was 30.7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's opponents passing yards home it was 125, away it was 246.
Oh wow.
At home total yards they gave up 202.9, away they gave up 358.2.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the problem for me.
That's why my in-laws and them only go to the home games. They don't go to no Browns away games.
Yep. So any thoughts on the power rankings before we give our final thoughts? Anybody?
I'm all in with that. I like the top 5, the five selection.
I mean, you could have put Giants at 32 because.
But this is only like the
preseason.
This is not even. It's like the off-season power rankings more than anything. Okay. We didn't really like discuss the schedules or how teams will turn out. We're gonna do that more closer to the season when we get.
You guys did that power ranking?
Yeah, we got a show.
No, it's the check down on Saturday with Smitty and the crew. We might
cool.
Yeah, we might do one and we might bring you guys in either next week or the following week since there's really nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a while before we got anything really concrete.
Well, yeah, we more did it off of like how teams performed in the off season, how the rosters look. Small tidbit of what you did last year and what you added, but more just like how the roster is set up. Like we're gonna do more of the performance when we see like more of the breakdown of the rosters closer to the season. So after the preseason, then we'll put out the 32 of how we feel like the season is gonna play out.
That's fair.
Well, then I retract that. That top 5 is cool because that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
For right now, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's cool.
Right. So
I mean, it's hard to. Hey, look, I'm giving a power rankings on 90 players. It's on 90 players. Down, yeah, every
team
roster
got 90 players right now.
So we going through the roster. Us as 4 people, we going through 90-man rosters. You know what I'm saying? We looking at 90 people. It's a little harder to adjust to everything you're gonna have. But when they break it down to 53, it'll be a lot easier. For
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense right there. Yeah, down to 53.
What up, Simple?
What up, Big Simple? Lady, salute to you, Big Simple. Yeah, and by the way, y'all, a special edition of Birds of Bar Street the week before the game. It will be me, Cole, Big Simple, and a Giants fan probably later that week. The original one will be on Monday with me, Smitty, Moan, and Trey. The next episode will be later on that week. We'll have Stu, we'll have Big Simple, and we'll have we'll have Cole, Big Simple, Giants fan, and me. It'll be an NFC East roundtable. So
I remember that. Y'all did that last year, right?
Yeah, we did that. We did that last year. We had. I know once upon a time we had Boss on there. Trust me, he'll be on sooner or later once we get our self together. So we'll do something like that. But right
Boss
now,
be
it'll be
capping.
the 4 of us on the show. So,
Boss be capping.
yeah. What'd you say, Smitty?
I ain't said nothing.
Oh, I thought somebody said something. My bad.
Go ahead,
Oh, no.
Smitty, man. Stop that, man.
No, he
I
tired.
got a migraine over here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
What happened?
I bet you glad them lights not on right now. Then
What? My head
happened,
killing
Smitty?
me. I don't know. That bit came
Boss
out of
be a couple
nowhere.
Tylenols, bro.
Yeah. All right. Let me get my guy out of here.
I took me 3 to leave real
Let him
quick.
take care of himself, man.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to pass out
let me get
on
my guy. Let me get my guy out of here so he can relax, man. So let's go ahead and give our final thoughts. Start us off, Smitty, so you can rest up, bro.
Nah, man. And it's always fly equals fly. I think we're gonna see what happens, but the summer just we gotta stay in shape, especially for some of the bigger guys. I know Jordan Davis, his change or whatever. I just want everybody to keep working and stay healthy. It's gonna be a slow time, but as all know, we gonna make sure we bring y'all great content, man. So even though I had a headache, after this show, I still was gonna rock out. Even if you didn't close it down,
Love you,
I was
bro.
gonna be there.
Yeah.
Love you, bro.
Hey man, I do this for the people, man. It really don't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the Eagles to death. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it all over the wall.
Birds.
I took over a whole section that wasn't even supposed to be mine. I was like, you know what? I'm taking this. Yeah, I know you wanted it, but it's my area now. You know what I'm saying? Just for the people, man. So, and it's always love, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep this going, man. I think it's gonna be a great season. Let's get through this slow season though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Stu. You next.
look, man. Final thoughts are simply this, man. We looking promising, not just for this season, but for seasons to come, man. And the way it looks like things is going, with how we trying to do is just trying to keep us staying young, keeping us in the fight, making sure we always competing at the highest level. And that's all we can ask for as Eagles fans. Y'all know how to do it. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe to everybody here on the panel, share it out, let everybody know what we're doing here. And as always,
Fly, go
fly,
fly.
fly, baby.
Reggie, you next. Final
Yeah,
thoughts.
my final thoughts is this, man. I know we're gonna have a good season. I got confidence in our players. That's where I lay my hand at on our players until I see different. And the players that we got prove to me that they are who they say they are, and we got grinders. We got grinders, man. And I want to appreciate y'all guys for inviting me in and let me sit at the table with y'all. I truly appreciate that, man. Y'all have my blessings and all y'all endeavors moving forward. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment, and tell your friends about the Broad Street Show.
Yeah, Birds of Broad Street. Remember,
Fly
y'all.
Eagles Fly.
Remember, Reggie. The motto of the show is "Welcome to Broad Street."
Welcome to Broad Street.
Welcome to Broad Street.
Gotcha.
That's right. That's why it's called Birds of Broad Street. We welcome y'all to Broad Street.
Appreciate
Go ahead,
it.
Drew. You next.
Hey man, welcome to Broad Street. Hey, I went to Ben Franklin High School right there off of Broad and Green, so I already know what it is. My final thoughts is the Eagles are in great position. You hear all these other noises from these other franchises like the Cal Turds and the 49ers. They got these little dramas. They got all this little stuff going on where you see Ski Mask Howie. We got the culture that's going on. I love it. I think that Howie's putting us in position to yet still be the gold standard of the NFC East. Yes, Giants, Washington, Dallas, the Eagles are the gold standard of the division. We will remain the gold standard of the division. So just kick back, eat the dust, watch what we do, fly Eagles fly,
and go over
Birds. We come in there to get that bowl.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey, real quick, can I send a special shout out to Simone the Queen and my
Salute to
man
my
Philly
sister,
Notion.
man.
Philly Notion. Hey
Yeah.
man, salute, bro.
Mhm.
Salute where you at, you and your family, man.
Yep.
One love.
Yep. Salute to Moan. Salute to Trey. Salute to Notion. Salute to Smitty. Salute to everybody that's been rocking with us from episode 1 to episode 149. We're getting close to 200 episodes, y'all.
That's right.
We're getting close to 200 episodes of BOBS. So make sure you please, we got 236 subscribers on the channel. Get them subscribers up, get them likes up. Let's get to 1,000 before Brazil.
Woo! Let's do that. That's doable.
Exactly. We got
doable.
a couple more to go. So let's get ahead. Everybody got work to do tomorrow. Smitty, relax yourself, bro.
Need that.
Take it easy. And for everybody else, fly Eagles fly, go Birds, welcome to Broad Street, lights
out.
And also make sure you step over there to the kitty table. Lights out.
Yeah.